know where to start today with this one. And I'm going to tell you right now at 12:15 in the a.m. Monday morning, as I am about to go on the air overnights from 1 to 5 a.m. here in New York City on WABC. And I implore you, I beseech, entreat, and importune you to please, in the name of God, get the app or go to WABCradio.com. But I don't even know where to start with this one. At 1 a.m. Eastern Time, I'm going to have on the inimitable, the ineffable, the one and the only, Dane Wigington, to discuss on this monumental powerhouse called the WABC. Geoengineering in something that is so... I'm very rarely excited to say something, or I think like, you know what? We're really doing something today. So stay tuned. Make sure you go live for the whole hour, for the hour. And I mean, it's a good hour too. It's a great hour. So that's that. It's a great hour. In passing, I happened to turn in, not early, but I missed this apparently tonight. And I don't know what to believe, and I don't know what to say, and I don't know if there ever is going to come a time when I finally say to the president, all right, now you've done it, that's it. Because I've been a little, I keep telling myself, you know, I really don't have a lot of options other than the president, so I have to remain loyal to him. After all, 90 whatever percent, or I don't know what the percentages of MAGA is pretty good. But when I heard this latest regarding Epstein, I don't even know where to start. I don't know where to start. Are you following with me? Am I coming across? Can I get a 5x5 just to make sure? I'm trying to pull this up on my iPad, so I want to make sure that I'm here and that you're hearing me. Can you? Good, 5x5, thank you. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I am absolutely shocked. And I want you to talk me off the ledge, and let's not lose our mind. But the story blows my mind. I cannot believe what I am seeing here today. I can't believe it. I don't know where to begin. I don't know how to handle this. This is the most incredible thing. And people are saying automatically, well, it's Mossad. You know, Mossad's involved. There's no evidence of Mossad. I would put my money on it, but just because I think, you know, Mossad is turning into like the NSA. You know, in the old days, I don't know if you remember during those times, in the old days of the NSA, there was this, everybody who ever talked about it just, I don't know what the word is. Anyway, I'm so sorry to bring this to your attention. But it says here, Jeffrey Epstein didn't have a client list and committed suicide, DOJ and FBI say in findings. Didn't Pam Bondi say recently that she saw the pictures and saw the evidence, and she said it was the most horrible thing she's ever seen? They had a black book of sorts. The Gateway Pundit even asked for it, and they said you can't have it under Freedom of Information. Not because it doesn't exist, but because it doesn't happen. So Jeffrey Epstein didn't keep a supposed client list, and he was not murdered during his short-lived stay in Manhattan lockup. This is according to the Justice Department and FBI, concluded in a joint probe on a Sunday night. The investigation, the results of which were detailed in a memo obtained by Axios, also found no evidence that Epstein blackmailed prominent individuals. The Trump administration plans to release a video to prove their findings on Epstein's 2019 death, which bred slews of conspiracy theories. There's that word again. The only conspiracy here is in the people who are hiding. Can you believe, Mr. President, please. I'm looking at this exclusive. DOJ, FBI conclude Epstein had no client list. I'm looking at this right now, and I'm blowing. It blows my mind. Let me read this to you from Axios. Axios turns out to be pretty doggone good. And again, please talk me off the ledge, my friends. Talk me off the ledge. Is this because is this because Elon is in a pissy match with the president and he supposedly told Trump that he was in on this, that you were on this, and it's about time, the reason why you won't release this information is because you're on it? Do you believe that? Do you believe do you believe this? It is unbelievable. I don't know what to say. Let me go back to a couple of things here. Let me see. I'm not going to tell you I am shocked. I am shaking. I am so tired of being treated like a fool. Do they think we buy the Mr. President? Are you signing off on this, sir? Seriously, are you signing off on this? Are you giving these people, do you know what they're doing to you and your legacy and to us? Are you aware of this? This is beyond anything I've ever even, I can't believe what I'm seeing. I don't even know what to tell you anymore. I don't know what, Pam Bondi has been all over the map. Remember, she gave out binders and then didn't, and then she made a mistake, and then she knew, and then she said, and then, dear God, I'm looking through this, and I'm not gonna tell you that I'm shaking or anything. I'm not gonna tell you this. I just don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, Mr. President. We were. Epstein committed no suicide. He was murdered. The evidence. Now you can argue by whom. I don't know. This guy Tartaglione, you know, his cellmate was certainly there. His cellmate was certainly a part of it. But my God, you're kidding me. I mean, this is insanity. And I'm watching people again say, we don't know if it's Mossad. There is no evidence of it other than a suspicion. We don't know whether it's inside job. We don't know who did what. We don't know these things. Nobody even brings up what happened to Virginia Giuffre. I blame the American people. I blame everybody. The White House press corps, Fox News isn't going to follow up on this. No way. And two things are happening. Bibi's on his way. I don't know if that makes any difference. But the falling out with the bromance. The bromance. Remember, Elon now threatening to go for the third party. Elon threatening Trump. Elon has more dirt than anything you can imagine. Don't fuck around with that guy. Pardon my French. This is Axios. Trump's Justice Department and FBI have concluded they have no evidence that convicted sex offender and disgraced. I love that, disgraced. They had to throw that in there because a story wouldn't be a story unless it says disgraced. Jeffrey Epstein blackmailed powerful figures, kept a client list, or was murdered, according to a memo detailing the findings obtained by Axios. The administration is releasing a video in both raw and enhanced versions that it says indicates no one entered the area of the Manhattan prison where Epstein was held the night he died. You're kidding me. You're gonna introduce a video? Do they think we're what, retarded? They think we're retarded. Not just stupid, but I mean retarded. The video supports a medical examiner's finding that Epstein committed suicide. The two-page memo claims. Bullshit. The findings represent the first time Trump's administration has officially contradicted conspiracy theories about Epstein's activities and his death. Theories that had been pushed by FBI's top two officials before Trump appointed them to the Bureau. As social media influencers and activists Kash Patel, now FBI's director, and Dan Bongino, now deputy director, were among those in MAGA who questioned the official version. Why isn't Trump's version a conspiracy theory? Patel and Bongino have since said Epstein committed suicide, but it has become an article of faith online, especially on the right, that Epstein's crimes also implicated government officials, celebrities, and business leaders. That we don't know. We don't know these things. Remember, I will tell you what you need to know. The memo says that no one else involved in the Epstein case will be charged. Ghislaine Maxwell is serving a 20-year sentence. According to the memo, investigators closely examined footage of Epstein's Manhattan prison cell between around 10:40 p.m. When Epstein was locked in his cell and around 6:30 the next day when he was found unresponsive. The footage, which was reviewed by Axios, but couldn't be verified independently, showed no one entering the area. The FBI enhanced the relevant footage by increasing its contrast, balancing the color, and improving its sharpness. Bullshit! Investigators found no incriminating client list of Epstein's, no credible evidence that Epstein blackmailed prominent individuals. Since joining the government as Trump appointees, they've been measured and talking. MAGA's media universe and some of its voices on Capitol Hill have expressed frustration. Bullshit. Bullshit, ladies and gentlemen. Pardon me. Don't want to be too mean here. Bullshit. BS. Caca del toro. You understand what I am saying? Caca del toro. Unbelievable. I don't even know. Scam Bondi. This breaks my heart. This is not the legacy. This is not it. I see a wonderful Mad Max says they don't care what we think. No. Well, apparently they don't care, and they feel as though when you've got Fox News and Newsmax and everybody and that pathetic News Nation, that poor station that doesn't know what the hell it wants to do. When you've got that and CNN, nobody's behind this. Nobody. And especially if this has anything to do whatsoever with his being either an intel agent for either United States or any other country, you can forget this. I cannot believe that somebody did not pull Pam Bondi aside and say, now listen, Pam, here's what we're going to do. You are going to just drop this. You were going to mention it one time, one time only, and that's it. Period. End of discussion. You are not going to mention it anymore. You're not going to put out, remember that first week where she had binders. Kash Patel, everybody, we don't talk about this anymore. They will forget it. They will go away. They are children. They are children. Just tell them, like we did with JFK, anything else doesn't matter. COVID, Vietnam, geoengineering, anything. Anything. They're not going to say anything. But you're going to quit. But you've been taunting and hitting. If she, I like her. I really like her. I think she's a good person. But who has faith in anything anymore? We've never gotten to the bottom of BLM. We never got to the bottom of what have we done? I'll tell you who's doing a hell of a job is Alina Habba in New Jersey. Judge Janine in D.C. seems to be doing some good work. But the DOJ, nothing. Can you think of anybody? Does anybody come to mind? Anybody, anywhere, who has suffered, who has been to prison? Anybody, other than some state court judges or whatever? No. I don't understand. We don't know. You say it's blackmail. We don't know anything. I don't know what it was. I don't know when it what it was. I don't know if it was blackmail. Could be. Where are the tapes? Where was the evidence? Where is it when all of this stuff was found? Stop it. Who has the evidence? Who has the evidence of all of his properties? Where are those? It was a recording studio. The plane. There was New York Mansion. There was Paris and here and there. Who had the... I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's blackmail. I don't know. We're assuming it is. And again, we say Mossad. There's no evidence. Could be. Now, I don't know about you, but you can guess it. And to me, that may be, well, it's good enough for me. It's good enough for government work. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. But just because I wouldn't be surprised. Do you think there's any evidence of Trump on this? On any of these tapes? I don't have any evidence. Would it surprise you? No. Trump was involved with that stupid, that strumpet, that horrible harridan, Dusty Saddles or whatever her name is. You know what I'm talking about. The porn star. I like Dusty Saddles. I don't know why I like this. And he says, I never had sex with her. Do you believe this guy did? Do you believe, Stormy Daniels, thank you. Do you believe that he didn't have sex with her? Do you really believe that? One thing about Trump, he's a horn dog. He gets the job done. He's going to have this woman come over. He didn't have sex with her? This woman's throwing herself at Trump. What? We don't even know how. Remember that woman McDougal? Her story was, I mean, that thing was not memory hold. It was bought off and... Look, say what's about president. Remember, as a president, I didn't vote him for being pope or a saint. I don't believe any of that. Never. But listen, if that's your story, stick to it. What are you going to do? I don't know. What do I know? I'm just saying it's my hunch. My hunch as a somebody who's been around. Uncle Lenny's been around. I don't believe any of this stuff. So when I tell you something, I have to have proof of something. But I do know it was homicide. It was homicide. 2 pieces of evidence. Hyoid bone. The hyoid bone. Do yourself a favor. Under your mandible right there, under your jaw. Just kind of rub your finger like back And back there is this bone that's not even attached to anything. It's the only bone that's not attached. It's kind of like floating there. It's fractured. The only way you get a fracture is if you have a clothesline, if you get some kind of, I don't know, you get some kind of accident, or, I mean, you really, it's not just hanging. And the ligature that he had around his neck, this thing, I don't want to get into too much detail, but it doesn't lend itself to this. Doesn't lend itself. I don't know what people need. I don't know. We've been through this a million times. Thyroid cartilage, same thing. That's homicide. That, I don't know who did it. Could be, I would look at his muscle bound, his cellmate who was looking at the death penalty for the ex-cop upstate who killed people, buried people on his property, if I recall correctly. Tartaglione. No mention at all. Nothing. Nothing. I'll tell you, I am not a conspiracy theorist. If there wasn't evidence from that Michael Baden had looked at, I would say it's inconclusive. I have no reason to believe it. But a lot of people hear, oh, they do this, it's Mossad, and it's this and that, and I hear it, and who is it? Candace Owens. Candace Owens is so, because there is this perfervid, and you know it's true. Think what you say. Think what you want about Israel. Think what you want. But some people are just, it's like Israel derangement syndrome. Everything is Israel. Everything. And they can't say it, like Abby Martin. And who is it, that one? Anna Kasparian, or emphysema, whatever her name is. She's out of her mind. They work themselves into a froth. Beware of that. Be careful of this. You're going to be led down the primrose path. I don't think, I mean, this is ridiculous. There are people who just go nuts. Put it into perspective. Is this your first rodeo? You're not going to make it. Especially you young folks. You don't remember Vietnam? This is like is this your first time? You don't understand the policy. Yes, yes. Remember the genocide in Rwanda? Well, yeah. The Hutus and the Tutsis, and this is Armenian genocide. They're still arguing about that. This has become, because it's always every single day. I'm saying, listen to me. You can address this. You can discuss this. Please do. Look what they're doing to Tucker. They're doing it. Tucker is just superb. Interviewing the president of Iran, but that's a different story. But what do we know? We know that were it not for the evidence that is provided that Dr. Michael Baden reviewed, and if you don't like Michael Baden, he shows you the pictures. Look. It's one thing what a forensic pathologist does, especially if you've looked at a murder case or whatever it is. They show you, this is my information, this is my data, here's the file, here are the pictures, here's the data, here's the examination. Here. That's what he shows you. That's what he shows you. He doesn't just say it. That's all I know. And I know that we don't know where there's been an adequate answer towards the, dare I say, towards the information. Who has the information? Ask the people involved. You know, people say it's Ehud Barak was involved, Dershowitz was involved, Les Wexner. Okay, all right. Does that mean Israel's involved in it? It could, but that doesn't mean it. Remember the dancing Israelis for 9/11? Remember that? Aha! Israel's involved. Wait a minute. 4 people are dancing, and you think this is an inside job? Aha! Kennedy's assassination, Ben Gurion, off to the races. That's not enough. We don't know what we still don't know. Listen, I'm dying. I'm so clinical when it comes to when I say this is what happens. When it comes to 9/11, I'll give you forensics, I'll give you, architectural stuff. I don't just fill in the blanks with what I think. I think, probably with JFK, that the mob and the CIA worked together. I can't prove that. I can show you a lot of connections. The CIA's been involved in everything from museums, and remember the movie, they worked with Disney. Was it not Fantasia or something? They have been involved in every aspect of everything. Since the days of OSS, since working with Frank Capra, I'm going to say this again, and listen to me. Every time I say to you, every time you say something, and you will be so much better at this, answer the question, how do you know this? How do you know what you know? How do you know? And when it comes to the Black Book, let me show you. Here's one for you. Let me say, this is a great position. This is Gateway Pundit. Gateway Pundit is terrific. Now look at this one. You're going to love this one. You're going to love this. Listen to their piece. This is so good. Wait, what? If there was no Epstein client list, then why did New York court refuse the Gateway Pundit's legal request for the list based on an anonymous John Doe who was on the list? Huh? That's right. On Sunday night, of course, the FBI. Here's a copy of the letter that was released by the DOJ on Sunday night. We've got that one there. The latest development in the Epstein case came as a complete shock to millions. Stunning. Okay. In July 2022, the Gateway Pundit reported on our legal efforts to unseal the list of Jeffrey Epstein's sex clients, the men and women with whom Epstein traded sex with minors for favors or money or both. This is what he says. Stunningly, at that time in 2022, no media outlet in the country had petitioned the court to unseal the identities. It was almost like a corporate media was protecting the disgusting abusers, simply because the victims' alleged Epstein clients consisted of powerful people. Back in July, the Gateway Pundit lawyers Mark Randazza and Jay Woolman of the Randazza Legal Group, along with filed a motion to intervene in the Giuffre versus Maxwell case. Gateway Pundit asked the court to unseal all records identifying the clients. The lawyers moved to intervene. However, in August, something truly bizarre and unexpected happened. An anonymous John Doe, literally styled by his lawyer as John Doe, filed an objection to the Gateway Pundit unsealing it. And the court sided with the John Doe over the interests of the press and public. What possible reason could John Doe have for not wanting the Epstein list? So we were very curious about Mr. John Doe. Who was this person and why is he the lone person fighting to keep the list hidden from the public? What is his connection to Epstein? Why did the court side with this anonymous and powerful power player? We were unsuccessful in our appeal and further attempts. This brings us to today. How can the courts deny our request for the Epstein client list in 2022 based on the wishes of an anonymous John Doe, and then today tell us there is no client list? Nobody's following this up. Not Fox, not News Nation, not, who's the other one? Newsmax. Nobody. If Jeffrey Epstein had no client list, then why did AG Pam Bondi tell reporters the list is sitting on my desk right now to review? That's in the process of being reviewed. How does this work? They think you're retarded. let me tell you something. Who is going to say something about this today? I promise you, nobody. Nobody. They're going to say, oh, no, 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 don't bring this up. 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 Nobody. Who would you go to? Who do you think you're going to be? Alex Jones, maybe? The conspiracy theorist. That's right. The usual folks. The conspiracy theorists. That's right. Yep, yep. Those people. The conspiracy theorists. Those crazy people. Crazy people. That's right. Write it down. Write it down. Nobody. Nobody. Because right now there's some kind of a pissing match. I don't know what it is. And I don't know whether it's because of Trump. And like I told you a million times, I like Trump. Trump's okay. He's all right in my book. He's all right. I like Trump. Trump's a good guy. Trump's been in 167 days he's been in office. 167 days. I like Trump. I don't have a problem with him. But there's these things I just don't but I'm used to it. I'm used to it. I've been saying this for the longest time. There have been so many issues, whether it's 9/11. When Building 7 came along, how many of us sat back and said, this is ridiculous. We did it then. Name it. Geoengineering. I'm doing it today. You got to look up. Thank God for Marjorie Taylor Greene. Where the fuck has she been? Okay, fine, maybe. We were here the whole time. I will never tell you that I know it is something or why they're doing it or whether it's Soros or the Rothschilds or I don't know. Could be, but could be doesn't work. We have to be more scrupulous than ever. We have to be very careful that when we talk about things, we understand and also ask ourselves, what role does Elon have in this? What's this going on? The bromance is over with. You know, I hate that word, but so they're in a pissy match right now between. And do you think Elon wants to have a third party? Third party will destroy everything. That's just a risk. I hope to God he doesn't even do this. We have never been, it is never, we, Lionel Nation, by the way, like this. I need likes. I need 600 likes. Do me a favor. Put this on today. Make sure you like this. Your likes are so critical, so important. I can't tell you. This is the currency. This puts us in the HOV lane. It accelerates us. We have the best group and the best channel and the best people and the best audience. The Conspiratorium, the Lionel Nation crew, you've always known this. I am the most careful. I don't ever say something unless I've got, if I tell you it's an opinion, but I just don't go on and just say things. I don't make connections for things. I don't know. But when I tell you something, you can take it to the bank. I am more often right. And when I don't have enough information yet, and I'll tell you this, I don't know. Imagine if there's a woman, there's a woman you see, hey, you're putting on weight. Hey, she missed a period. Hey, she's had some nausea. Hey, looks like she's pregnant. Do we know? Probably, but no testing. I can't tell you for sure. Maybe at a certain point we'll be able to know. But right at the beginning, even though you know your gut instincts tell you, no pun intended, your gut instincts, even though you know, even though you've had children, even though you know this, even though you're a doctor, but if you're just looking at somebody, you can say, I can't confirm this yet. Could be, probably is, I don't know yet. There's no problem in saying, I don't know yet. I don't know. I don't understand. And what's going on with this Zoran Mamdani is I don't know what people aren't paying attention to what's going on. They have no idea. Nobody's listening to me. That's political. That's a different story. I don't fit in. I kill narratives. I destroy narratives. I destroy it. Everybody hates me. The left, the right, the conspirators. Half of the times I'm saying, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Half of the times I've told Candace Owens and her ilk, you don't know what you're talking about yet. You're new to this. You're acting like a child. Slow down. Back up. You're probably onto something. Not yet. There are people the other day, I heard Joy Reid, she was spot on about the history of, what was it, the history of Iraq, or Iran rather, excuse me. It's 100% correct, I'll tell you. I don't go into this thing where I just hate people. Come on, I need 500 likes. Come on, you can do it. I know you can do it. It's simple. I see the numbers right there, 290. Come on. I see it right now. It's so simple. Come on. What do you need? What do I got to do? Doesn't hurt. I don't want to be like the people who beg. But sometimes I think you think, well, I don't think you think it's important. I don't think you think it. I think you might. We have been held back forever. There are people who are getting millions of views and they are shit. I'm sorry. It's simple. It's stupid. They don't say anything. Maybe they're, I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's an insult to us. We have the best, and by the way, the Lionel legal is just taking off by leaps and bounds. Why? Because I've been going through it. I went through a Edward Bernays analysis nobody's ever thought of before. Who else brings that up in terms of Diddy? So we'll go deep, but we're not going to make stuff up. We're not going to just say that a hunch is the same as fact. You got that? Good. All right, dear friends. Well, listen. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And Mad Max, thank you, my friend, for your call. We're going to be back at 9 a.m. today. Join us later. Join us. It's going to be huge. And at 1 a.m. in 7, 8, 10 minutes, go to 77 WABC. That's WABCradio.com. And listen to the master, the paterfamilias, the first person in who has provided the most absolute, thorough analysis, Dane Wigington, who's been on with Bobby Kennedy, and now finally, after I don't know how many decades, Marjorie Taylor Greene, President Trump, others are starting to say, you know, maybe there's spraying something. Just look up. Look up. Look up. All right, dear friends, thank you. Have a great and a glorious day. Remember, July 19th at the Cutting Room. Oh, Jesus, are we going to be? It's going to be huge. Tickets available. Let's see. No. Let's see you there. All right, my friends. Remember, we're not going anywhere. This is the best show anywhere. You hear what I'm saying? Anywhere. Don't expect this on Fox News. You think those characters are going to do it? Hell no. You think Ainsley's going to sit there with her paper like this? Shit. Come on, man. All right, we love you. Have a great and glorious day. Don't forget these words. The monkey's dead. The show's over. Sue ya. Don't forget. Go over to ABC now. I'm going to go into the other studio. I'm going to start. WABC, go there now. Remember, monkey's dead. Show's over. Sue ya.